Welcome to Omaha, stand-up comedy show here. What a beautiful batch of people we have here this evening. Look, we got everybody in the crowd. We got all the TV sitcom dads in the back row. From all your favorite TV shows. Oh, man, good to be here tonight, man. Good to be here tonight. I don't know if you guys have been noticing this stuff, man. What's going on with technology is getting crazy. Has anybody seen that Snapchat app? You know, with the face filter thing? Bruh, I tried it, the face swap. I tried it out the other day, and this was crazy because how accurate it was. I tried it out, and I was beautiful. I was like, I was confused. I was fine as hell. Snapchat was about to have me DM my own self. That's how. I didn't know how to feel about that. I didn't know. How was everybody's Mother's Day? Everybody's Mother's Day was good? You do anything special? What's your name, man? Matt. You do anything special for your mother? I just went over to my mom's house. Just went on, chilled out, man. That's cool. That's cool. That's what's up. You know, I tried to do something special with my mother. I tried to play Grand Theft Auto, teach her how to play Grand Theft Auto. I thought it would be hilarious. It wasn't. I spent 30 minutes trying to explain that traffic laws don't apply here. It's not fun when I watch you stop at every red light. It's not. At one point, she hit a pedestrian. Got out the car and checked on him. I was like, Mom, just go. She's like, shut up, I didn't raise you like that. Pissed me off. She was like, now give me the button to call 911. I was like, I don't know what we talking about. Give me the controller. Give me the controller. That's my time, everybody. My name is Quionez. I want to bring up our first stand-up comedian, real good friend of mine, music producer, sketch comedy artist, also comedian, great comedian performing all over. So let's welcome David Terrell Green to the stage. Make some noise.
What's up? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm really not in a good mood right now. I heard my grandmother use the N-word for the very first time. Shook. You guys ever hear your grandmother use the N-word? These white dudes look at me like all the time. I don't know, maybe I was the only one who was like raised to like not say that word. You know what I'm saying? Like my family are just like, this word it's vile, it's disgusting, and you know, it's ignorant. And then they played the sports movies, you know, set in the civil rights era. Like, you see this? This is what Denzel had to go through. Like Denzel Washington was a football coach? Man of many talents. My white friend asked me if he could use the N-word. That was pretty crazy. I don't really give a crap. I honestly don't. I do not care. But if you say it in public and another black dude hears you, don't look to me for help. I'm gonna be like each and every black dude. He said what? Tanner, how could you? Then I would help him jump Tanner. We could talk about it on the way back home, though, you know. It's like, now, Tanner, you knew better. Who's in the South Side of Chicago? What you doing? I don't know. Can't choose your family, man. I don't know. Like, my grandmother, like, she doesn't really support us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, like dating, right? Nobody gives a crap about interracial dating. Like, if they don't support it, they're gonna let you know. My cousin brought home a white dude for Thanksgiving. She was pissed. Bring that white boy over here. Bring that white boy over here. You think Dr. King died so you could date Ferris Bueller? I mean, he kind of did. That was the point. My brother, he's engaged to get married. He's getting married in like a month. I don't like that. No. Do you think? I think marriage should come with like a 2-year contract. You know what I'm saying? Like the NFL, NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like you sign the contract, and then if things don't work out, After those 2 years are up, you just go. No lawyers, no court, no rumors of small penises. You just go. Could you imagine your girl coming up to you just like, so you're just not going to extend my contract? I don't know. It works better in my head. It's hard to trust women nowadays, man. My girl, my ex, she cheated on me not once, but twice. That's a tough pill to swallow. And like, I was pissed off when it happened because I wanted to find the dude responsible and mess him up. And then like when I found out who it was, I'm like, dang, man, she got some good taste. You know what I think? I think like the problem I had was that like, I want a woman who like knows what she wants to do in life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, has her own thing going. My ex, she didn't know what she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to be like a stripper but couldn't twerk. Hurt my heart. I was like, baby, you gotta know how to twerk if you want to be a stripper. I'm not trying to go to the strip club and watch you do the Carlton. Imagine going to the strip club and seeing a stripper do the Carlton. It's not unusual to have daddy issues. It's not unusual for him to leave when you were 2. I don't know. You can't choose your family. You ever had like a relative, you know what I'm saying, that's like, incarcerated? I don't know if you guys ever had one of those. I have plenty. Is it wrong to ask what they did first before you feel sympathy? Okay, I guess it is. Oh, okay. All that judgment, like. No, I'm just saying, it's just like, you log on Facebook and you see like a mugshot of them, and just like, oh man, we can free Antoine because the system got, and the system. I'm like, hey man, the system didn't rob that bank. Screw Antoine. I don't know, man. One of my cousins, he showed me a video of a threesome he had. I didn't like that at all. Because the way he did it, he was like, hey, come here, I want to show you something. And it was just like, I thought it was going to be like a meme, you know what I'm saying? Because like, people like, hey, I want to show you something. And like, out he pulls out his phone. And the thing was, there was no like visuals, it was just audio. You know what I'm saying? So all you hear is just, it's just like, hey, we're not that close, right? Like, man, can we just go inside and finish Thanksgiving dinner? I don't know. You can't choose your family. I gotta double back on that relationship things, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I gotta go for it. Listen, like I feel like porn ruins relationships. I do. I really do. Because it's just like it creates these unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but at the same time, women have the same thing, right? It's called like The Notebook. It's just like, they're like, oh my God, how come you can't be like Ryan Gosling? Like, how come you can't be the girl off of Booty Bang Volume 3? I don't know. That's all for me, guys. I'll see you later.
Give it up one more time for David Terrell Green, everybody! All right, let's keep that energy going. I want to bring up one of my favorite comedians to watch, founder of Your Mom's Comedy Show. Let's bring up Betsy Miller!
All right, thank you. So I've been doing this a few years now. I'm really starting to feel at home on stage, probably because I have older brothers, so I'm used to competing for love against loud men who come before me. It's kind of weird when women do comedy, I'd say. I think because, women don't have to be funny to get sex. Men have to be funny, okay? Like you guys, you're hairy, you don't smell as good, and you have this extra appendage that no one really wants to look at. Men have to be funny. Women don't have to be funny. No one gave me the memo, and I always led with funny. And I didn't have sex till I was 30. I was always stuck in well, you guys know about the friend zone. The friend zone is where guys will say to you, "Oh, Betsy, you're just like my little sister," or, "Oh, Betsy, you're just like my big sister," or, "Oh, Betsy, you're just like my weird aunt that kisses people on the mouth." I did get married, though. It was exciting. My husband and I have been together 8 years. He's great. I'm really proud of him. He lost 45 pounds recently. Isn't that awesome? That's amazing. Yeah, give him a round of applause. Yeah, it was so great. The first 10 pounds he lost, I was like, "That's awesome, babe, good job." Second 10 pounds, I was like, "That's so cool. I'm so impressed with your discipline." Then he lost 30 pounds, and I started baking more. And then his weight dropped below mine, and so I shot him. I didn't shoot him. I didn't. But I did start dieting too, and it's been great. It's really brought us closer together, made us more compatible, because now we're both hungry and angry all the time. It's great. We're really on the same page. But losing weight, it doesn't always improve your self-esteem that much, just a little bit. Like he said to me the other day, "Betsy, I feel like I'm gaining it back. I'm getting a little flabby." And I was like, "Of course." "No, babe, you look fantastic. You're being ridiculous." And then I said, "But I feel like I'm getting a little bit, I feel like it's going downhill." And he said, "No, Betsy, I love your belly." That's when I actually shot him. We have 2 wonderful kids. My son is 6, and I love him so much. He is so outgoing. It's so fun to watch. He likes to walk up to people and just be like, "Hey, what's your name? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to come over to our house?" And I'm like, "All right, sweetie, this is Target, not a bar." He's going to kill it when he's in college, let me tell you. But the other day, it was so sad. He comes up to this kid. He says, "What's your name?" "Leighton." "Do you want to be my friend?" "No." "Why not?" "Because I already have a lot of friends. I don't need any more friends." So my poor kid comes up to me, and he's like, "Mommy, why didn't he want to be my friend?" I was like, "Look, sweetie, sometimes kids are just in a bad mood, and sometimes they don't feel good. Sometimes they're bitter that their parents named them Leighton. But the thing I want you to remember, dear, is that Leighton's a little bitch." I was doing some research about sex, which is actually part of my job as an aerobics instructor. And I came across this survey about what people consider cheating to be. It was so interesting. 15% of people think that following someone on Facebook is cheating, which is weird because there's literally a button for that, the follow button. I'm cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm currently cheating on my husband with 900 people, including Anderson Cooper, who is not as gay as you would think. But then on the other end of the spectrum, 15% of people think that sleeping with someone else is not cheating. Who are these people? I mean, I don't think 15% of people are in open relationships. I don't think 15% of people know they're in open relationships. I mean, I don't want to sound judgmental. I am judgmental. I just don't want to sound that way. But who are these people that are living in a 1970s key party? It's crazy. It's just crazy. I was driving the other day and I saw a sign that was advertising amateur strip night. And I just thought, I have so many questions about that. What constitutes amateur stripping? Is it like this? know about you, but I do that twice a day. You know, are we all amateur strippers in a sense? It's weird that like we have clubs devoted to the act of hygiene of taking your clothes off, but not like other acts of hygiene. Like, I would like to see a club where we do like exotic hand washing, right? It'd be like, or maybe there could be women in cages shaving their legs, right? Like, for a little extra, like maybe a woman will come sit on your lap and floss her teeth, right? How you doing? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not the kind of girl, you know, who flosses. But yeah. I just don't know about that. You guys, I'm having kind of an existential crisis, I gotta say. I'm not sure if I identify as Gen X or millennial. Because, see, I was born in 1980, which means I can swing both ways. And also, I'm not sure if I'm Gen X or millennial. But, you know, it could be that I'm millennial because I have the latest iPhone. But I could be Gen X because my fat fingers can't touch more than one key at the same time. You know, I might be Gen Xer because I like to think I'm pretty woke. But I might be millennial because I know that white people shouldn't say woke. You sound really stupid. I might be Gen X because I like Kamala Harris for president. But I might be millennial because I have strong sexual feelings for Bernie Sanders. All right, thank you guys so much.
Betsy Miller, everybody! Are y'all having a good time? Yeah! I said, are you having a good time? Yeah! All right, let's keep that energy going. I want to bring up our last and final comedian, good friend of mine. You might see him traveling and performing all across the United States. Good friend. Let's bring up Don Seager, everybody!
I told Q to do that so I could get some street cred. That's all I wanted. I just need a little bit. I like these three big white dudes that are in the crowd. Like, you're like the defensive line for what would have been the rest of the crowd. That's what you guys are all right. I came all the way from Council Bluffs, which is it's not where you're supposed to laugh. Like, see, this guy's laughing because if you didn't know, it's like a trial by meth fire over there. It's so bad. Like things that would be like normally like, hey, you don't do that crap in Omaha. It's perfectly okay in Council Bluffs. My best friend, first time I ever met my best friend, I went over to his house. It was in college. We had a party. I was like, hey man, I gotta use your bathroom. So I go in there, I sit down, I do my business, and I look over to where the toilet paper should be. And it wasn't there. All that was there was just a big stack of coffee filters. Like, what do you do with that, right? I'm like, so I yell at him, I'm like, hey man, you don't have any toilet paper. All I see is a stack of coffee filters. I'm not really sure what to do. And my now best friend of the last like 15 years yells back, just use those. I ran out of toilet paper 3 months ago. That's what I've been doing. Now, some of you are wondering, what's it like to wipe your ass with a coffee filter? I got no idea. I didn't trust it. So like the white trash MacGyver I am, I looked around, I'm like, oh, hey, hand towel, that'll work. Hey, I hung it back up, okay? Now he comes walking in and sees the 6-inch skid mark surprise I left on his hand towel and looked at me and said, you complete me. Is that some normal stuff for Omaha? No, over there it's okay. That's how you get friends over there. I was over his house. he just does dumb shit all the time. I was over at his house for his kid's birthday party, and I walk out there, and he's making Kool-Aid, and he's filling up the container from the garden hose. Like, you're gonna have some rubber tasting Kool-Aid. Like, I walk over and I just kick the thing over, and he got all mad. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, hey man, I know one thing, and that prostitutes are not born, they're made, and it starts by feeding them condom flavored Kool-Aid, all right? Like, I just saved a party is what I did. I love him. It is funny. Thank you. That's always good to hear after the joke. Hey man, that's funny. I normally just tell by the laughter, but whatever. Oh man, I got my wife. We've been married for a while. She's farm raised, which is pretty cool. I think my next one's gonna be free range. Give that a shot. We've got 2 kids. Like, kids are crazy. Like, teaching them to do things is weird. Like, potty training them. Like, hey, don't just deuce in your pants and run around. You can't do that. And my oldest daughter came walking out of the bathroom the other day, and she was holding toilet paper in her hand. And she's all excited. She's smiling. She's like, Dad, I wiped twice. It's still clean. I'm like, all right, it happens. It's called a clean wipe. No big deal. And she's like, no, we can save this for later, and then put it into her pocket. What are you going to do? She's 13, right? So. That's a little different when you're 30, right? Like, you'll wipe. Like, oh, Lord. Wipe again. You're like, is there a Sharpie down there? What is going on? It's a delay. I like that the blind lady laughed later at that. She didn't see the visual that was going on. That's what happened. It's confirmation from 2 people in the audience that I'm funny. All right. It's the same. This is my same daughter that, like, kids have this uncanny ability to, like, just cut you deep when you least expect it. Like, they can just see your inner insecurities and they just go right at them. Like, my wife was getting ready. She didn't have her top on. Now, I like this method of getting ready myself. And my oldest daughter walks in and looks at her mom. She's like, Mom, you're so pretty. She's like, thank you, Zoe. She's like, when are my boobs going to get long like yours? Like, oh, God. You ever feel the ass whooping someone's about to get? Like, that's how I felt. Oh, kids are great. Like, it's hard raising kids now. You don't know if you're doing a good job. Like, you don't, like, it's difficult. And I want my kids to be inclusive. Like, I don't understand racism. Honestly, it does not make sense to me. Like, hey, someone's different than you, big deal, right? I want to make sure that my kids know that it's okay. Hey, they're different color. They have different beliefs. Like, we have gay friends. We've got Jewish friends. We don't do religion a whole lot, but we just, hey, ask them questions. We got black friends. We got Mexican friends. It's all good. And that's where normally people clap, but whatever. Omaha, that's fine. But it's important, like, we learn from each other. Like, I got my friend at work, Vicky. Now, these are the things you need to know about Vicky, all right? Vicky is black. Vicky is a lesbian. Vicky has a great sense of humor. Now, that's not shocking over here in Omaha, but I'm from Iowa. She's like a goddamn unicorn over there, all right? And I've learned things from Vicky. Like, I walked into the break room, and I didn't know black folks that hair extensions sometimes come out. I didn't know that. And she was sitting there. She had one sitting on the table in front of her, braided up, and she was on the phone, distracted. I walked up. I thought it was a bracelet. So, like, I picked it up. Like, I was wrapping it around my hand. I was like, hey, Vicky, can you tie this? And that's when my dumb ass learned that you don't touch a black woman's hair, even if it's not attached. I like Theo sitting there like, man, that's like lesson number 1 in my household. You guys are fun. I like you guys. Especially the white. All right, I'm real quick. We're going to compare and contrast stories. I just want one of you guys to tell me the poorest thing you've ever done in your life. Don't look around like you're not Jason Regan's brother, all right? He brought like a 30-pack of the cheapest beer imaginable. And you've had 7 of them. I've watched you. What is it? Let's go.
You can't put me on the spot.
Thinking's the...
I don't know.
We're on TV, man. You're embarrassing me.
I'm blowing it.
I'm gonna wait the whole time. At the end of my set, I'm just waiting.
Poorest thing. Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
This was a mistake. This was a poor. I'm gonna punch Jason in the face when I see him. That guy. All right, go for it. Shit. You got 2 of them in a row. What are the odds?
We had too many beers.
You had too many beers. That's what it is. So the poorest thing that I've ever done in my life was 2 weeks ago. I snuck into my daughter's bedroom under the cover of darkness. I took money out of her piggy bank. Not done. And then I slid it under her pillow. Tooth fairy's not real, folks. That's where I'm going to end it.
Don Seager, everybody! All right, give it up one more time. One more huge applause for every comedian. Amazing comment tonight. David Terrell Green, Betsy Miller, Don Seager. Everybody was awesome. That concludes this episode, Omaha Stand-Up Comedy. You guys have a good night.